ever wanted to make the most delicious cheese Danish that you've ever tasted? Well, today on Happy Healthy Living with Yvonne Douglas, we're going to do just that. So stay tuned. Welcome back. My name is Doug, and today we're going to make a really delicious cheese Danish. So let's talk about some of the ingredients you're going to need. First of all, you're going to need 2 eggs. You're actually going to use 1 whole egg, and the other one we're just going to use the egg yolk. So if you don't have an egg separator like this, I highly suggest you get one because these come in so handy. I just love this one. I actually got this one at Target, by the way. You'll need a lemon, whole lemon. You're going to need some vanilla extract and some lemon extract, 3 tablespoons of sugar, 1 package of Philadelphia cream cheese, the original, and you're also going to need this. This is super important. This is puff pastry sheets. This is the Pepperidge Farm brand, and I got this at Tom Thumb. I'm sure you can get it at any grocery store, but to make our cheese Danish, we're going to be using this. So this makes it so much easier, so much faster. So I highly recommend you get this. And you'll need some powdered sugar. We're also going to use, make sure that you have a little hand mixer and a bowl. And we're also going to do sort of like a glaze to the Danish. I'm going to be using some milk and powdered sugar for that, and a little of the vanilla extract that we're going to put in there, sort of like a little glaze for the top. But we're also going to coat it with some powdered sugar. It's going to be so good. So stay tuned. Okay, so welcome back. So we're preheating our oven to 400 degrees. We're actually going to be baking this for around 18 to 20 minutes. All right, so let's start. We're going to get our lemon here, and I'm going to get the juice. You probably want about a teaspoon of the lemon juice. So I'm just cutting my lemon here. And I'm going to use my lemon juice squeezer. I'm probably just doing the half of the lemon. I think that should be good. Yeah, that looks good. But we're also going to use the zest. So with the other one here, this is my new zester. I didn't have a lot of luck with my last zester. So let's see if this one's any better. I'm going to be using the other one here, and I'm going to just zest this half of the lemon. We're going to add some lemon zest to this. This is going to be a very lemony cheese Danish, and I just love, love, love lemon. And let me say that this grater is fantastic. This zester, I should say. This zester, it's OXO, and I got this at Target, and wow, what a difference between this one. Do I have that other one? Yeah, I do. This one is so much better than this one. Oh my gosh, what a difference. This one I might even throw away because it's useless, but this one was excellent. Look at all that zest I got. That is fantastic. Look at that. Hopefully you can see that. All right, so we're gonna put this off to the side. Now what I wanna do is I'm gonna get my eggs. Now we're gonna use 1 whole egg, and that's gonna be for an egg wash. And so I'm going to just crack my egg, and we're gonna beat it. We're gonna add a little water to it. So I'm beating it, and I'm just gonna add probably about a tablespoon of water. So here's my tablespoon of water. I'm adding it there, and I'm just going to keep beating it with my fork. And this is going to be the egg wash that we're going to use for the pastry. I'm just beating it, and I'm going to put it off to the side. Now, one thing you're probably going to need, if you don't already have it, which I got to find mine. Here it is. I have to organize this drawer a little bit better. But you need one of these pastry brushes. We're going to brush on that egg wash. All right, now with the other one, we're going to separate it. So once again, I have my egg separator, super important. And we're just gonna use the yolk. See, it makes it so easy when you have an egg separator. I used to just use my fingers. That worked for me, but this makes it a lot easier. And I'm telling you, having the right tools is so important. All right. when you're cooking or baking. See how nice? That just took that egg yolk perfectly. All right, so I'm gonna put that in that thing, put this off to the side. And in this bowl, this is where I'm going to mix my cream cheese. Now the cream cheese you really should have more towards room temperature. So I'm gonna wait just a little bit longer for mine. And we're gonna add the cream cheese, we're gonna add the egg yolk, we're gonna add the vanilla extract, lemon extract, the zest, the juice, and the sugar. And I believe that is it. And then we're going to mix that all together with our handheld mixer. So stay tuned. Okay, so we're back. So I'm gonna add my cream cheese to this bowl here. And remember, the cream cheese should be at room temperature. I'm also going to add my egg yolk. I'm going to use 1 teaspoon of the lemon juice. I'm adding the, this is the zest of the lemon. Remember the half a lemon? Yum, it smells so good already. I'm gonna be using 1 teaspoon of the vanilla extract. And then we're gonna use 1/4 of a teaspoon of the lemon extract. So I'm using 1/4 of that lemon, just to make sure it's nice and lemony. And then of course the 3 tablespoons of sugar. And that is our filling, our cheese mixture. So let me put this on. So you want to mix this until it's nice and smooth. Let me give it a little taste. Yum. So good. Okay, so we're gonna put that off to the side, and now we're gonna work on our puff pastry dough. Okay, so we're back, and I have my puff pastry. Now you wanna leave, now your puff pastry is frozen, so you have to leave it out for around 40 minutes. And it comes in these sheets, and it has this little parchment paper in between. So of course you wanna be very gentle with it. I have a lightly floured surface, wooden board here. And what we're going to do is, with our puff pastry, we're gonna be using this pizza cutter, this old-fashioned type of pizza cutter, and we're going to be making squares. So we're gonna do 4 squares. So I'm actually going to cut it just like this. It's gonna be in the middle, vertically, and then horizontally in the middle. So we'll have 4. So this is actually going to make 8 cheese danishes, all right? And I think this dough is ready. This one is definitely ready. This one seems more ready than this one, but I'm gonna give it a shot. So let me cut the dough. Vertically and horizontally, okay? All right, that looks good. I'm gonna separate it. You always wanna be really gentle with the dough. And we're gonna get the corners, and we're actually going to fold them over about 1 inch or so, and we're actually gonna make this octagon shape. So I'm going to move the camera now so you can kind of see it up close. Okay, so welcome back. So here is my dough. So I'm going to get each corner and I'm gonna fold it in around 1 inch or so. We're gonna make this octagon shape. And of course, you wanna make sure that you are very gentle. So remember, just like that, remember an octagon has 8 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, I'm just folding that in like that. I'm gonna do that to each one. So about 1 inch, fold that in. And see what this dough already made, guys, Pepperidge Farm, it makes it so easy instead of you making your own. I mean, you could make your own, but sometimes we want to save a little time, and this is just perfect. And these, like I said, are so yummy. Oh my gosh, you're gonna love them. Okay, we're in the last one. Now, another thing you're going to need too, by the way, is baking sheets, and I'm using the Silpat. You can also use parchment paper to bake these on. My oven is preheated now to 400, so I think that's gonna be perfect. All right, now I have a, this is a scoop, the ice cream scoop, and I'm gonna be using a little bit less than this. This is like a medium-sized one. I didn't want to use my real small one because I feel like it needs a little bit more, but basically I'm putting, and you don't want to spread this out either. So I'm basically putting that much in the middle, and the scoop it just helps so much to release it. I'm just gonna add just a little bit more to that one. All right, so like I said, you don't want to spread it out. All right, so now I have my egg wash, and we're just going to use our egg wash, and we're just going to brush each Danish, the dough, with the egg wash. Remember, that was egg and water. And after you brush it generously with some egg wash, then you're going to sprinkle a little sugar. This is just regular granulated sugar around it, just like that. All right, so we're going to transfer this to our Silpat, and I'm going to continue making the rest of them. Okay, so I wanted to show you the puff pastry before we place them in the oven. As you can see, they've been all brushed with some egg wash, and I added just a little bit of granulated sugar to that. And then of course the cream cheese is in the middle. So this is going to puff up, and it's going to get golden brown, and we want to bake this for around 18 to 20 minutes. So stay tuned. Oh my gosh, look at them. They look so great. Look at that. It's a golden brown, just what you want. And look how that puff pastry really puffed up, and it looks fantastic. We're gonna let this cool just a little bit, and then we're gonna add our glaze and then top it with some powdered sugar. And of course, give it a taste test, so stay tuned. Okay, so now we're back, and we're going to decorate our cheese Danish. Now you could just leave it like this. They taste delicious just by itself, or you can just put powdered sugar on it. But what we're gonna do is we're going to add that little glaze to it. So it's been about 15 minutes. They're pretty much cooling down. So I'm going to just drizzle this glaze back and forth. I'm using a fork. Just like that. Just to make it a little pretty. So we got our glaze on here. Oh, it's gonna be so good. Now I'm gonna get my powdered sugar, and I'm just gonna give it a nice coating of snow. After all, it is still winter time, but you can make this any time of the year. Yum, yum, yum. Look at that. Our delicious cheese Danish. Thank you so much for joining us on Happy Healthy Living with Yvonne Douglas today. If you have not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Please subscribe and you're gonna get some more of these awesome recipes. And please give this video a like, I would greatly appreciate it. Okay, now taste test. Oh my God. Oh, wow. This is so good, guys. You have to try that recipe out. Until next time, happy, healthy living. Bye-bye.